Derek LeBlanc here with Top MMA News here. We're talking with Mike Ketch, who's going to be headlining ECC 12 next weekend, Rage, against Brett LeBlanc. So how you doing, Mike?
Perfect. Everything's going great with training. I couldn't be healthier, couldn't be in better shape and ready to go. Just wish it was tomorrow night instead of next weekend.
Yeah. So how long have you been training for here at Titans, and what made you got you into MMA?
As a member of a gym in Dartmouth for a few years, and then I got back, and then I about 2 years ago came over here. About a year ago I came over here. I started out just interested in Muay Thai and kickboxing and just kicking around the gym and just putting time in. Gradually got interested in jiu-jitsu and some other things. So just gradually, I don't know, piqued my interest, and I guess there's more of a market for MMA around here and getting fights. So that one thing led to another and started out. So.
Yep. So now you've gotten on to a good start so far. You're 2-0. Now your last fight was against Todd Henry here a couple months ago. So were you surprised? Now you pretty much dominated the fight when you were getting submission in the first round. Were you surprised that you were able to dominate as well as you did?
No, I'm surprised that it went that easy, but I expected to win. I expected to win pretty quickly. Todd's a tough guy, but I mean, it's just like a step up, and I'm looking for a step up in competition. This should be a step up. May 7th I'm fighting again. That should be a step up. So I just taking fights as they come, but I knew Todd was going to be somewhat tough. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't a little bit of a harder fight, but no, I expected to win the way I did.
Yeah. So what are you expecting coming in against Brett LeBlanc for this fight? What game do you expect him to come in with?
I know that he's a stand-up guy, and so am I. So I expected to stand up. My last few fights have ended on the ground and pound, and the other one submission. But I think that was more brought by the other opponent. So I'm definitely looking to stand up and looking to end it quickly, for sure.
Now, unfortunately, he's only had one fight, and that fight was actually 2 years ago. Do you see an advantage yourself, maybe where you might have ring rust going in?
No, I see it as it's kind of a question mark. He could either have took 2 years off and gone on to other things and decided he wanted to come back, or he could have buried himself in a gym for 2 years and he could be a complete stud. So I don't know what to expect from him. I just know what to expect from myself, and that's to be ready for anything he's going to bring. So. Yeah.
Now with Ricky Goodall, he's been doing the matchmaking. Were you surprised that he made you the main event for this card?
I don't know if it's that I'm 2-0 or if it's that I sell a few tickets or what the reason is, but I'm embracing it. I'm excited about it, and I'm definitely excited and happy about it. But I'm not quite sure the reason. I mean, these are smaller shows. We don't have top names like Roger, Hollett, or any of like the big names on it. So yeah, I think I can hopefully live up to the hype of being the main event, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Now we talked about Brett and his ring rust. Now, do you find it maybe puts more pressure on yourself that you are the main event coming in?
Yeah, I mean, the more fights you sit in the dressing room and you watch people warm up and come back beat up or come back win. I mean, it's almost easier to get it out of the way first. So I guess I'll have to wait and see, but I'll be here supporting all the team and helping them get ready and warmed up. And I don't get particularly nervous for any fight, so I don't think it should be a big deal at all. I think I'll be ready to go.
Now this is not your only fight coming up. Now you have 2 more fights coming up here in the next month and a half. Now you got I'm not sure, it's Aldrich Keith at Elite 1 here on the 7th, and you have Troy Wilson originally scheduled right now for
Troy Wilson at May 27th on Ricky Goodall's card. So yeah, there's a bunch of fights. Hopefully I stay healthy and they keep going the way they were going, and I'll get to participate in all of them. I'm really looking forward to May 7th. Aldrich is 4-0, so that'll be a major win if I can pull that off, which I think I can. And Troy's coming off a big knockout over Matt Acorn, and he's a really strong, tall, tough opponent. So they're both fights, like I said, a step up. Each one should be a step up in competition. So pending on health and hopefully everything goes good, then I'll be ready to go for all of them. There's no reason if I'm healthy, I feel like I should be able to fight every night or every weekend, then alone every few weeks. So.
Now with like I said, with 3 different fighters coming up, how do you try to make sure to cram for everything just so you're not get one fighter confused? And with this, do you find maybe your style might be a little more conservative because maybe you want to try and stay healthy for all these 3 fights?
No, I'll put everything into every fight, but I think that I just have to worry about what I do, just cover all my bases. I mean, we train with unreal guys that are in unreal condition and are so well-rounded that, I mean, I'm going to be ready if it goes to the ground, if it stands up, if if it's a scrambling fight, if it's all kickboxing, it doesn't make any difference to me. So I think I'm going to have the same strategy in every fight, which is just to go in there and take it where it goes. So I don't look at the opponent, I just look at my own preparation. So.
Yeah. Now, how much sacrifice are you actually doing? Like I said, you're usually training here probably about 2 or 3 hours a day. I imagine you do a full-time job in the meantime.
Yeah.
Plus, I know you have your little girl as well there. I just obviously seeing pictures there when I mentioned you on Facebook. So.
Well, I actually just left the job that I was working at. I was working full-time. So now I'm training every morning a few hours and every night, and I'm going to open up a Titans in Yarmouth County, and that's where my girlfriend's from. And there's not so much as a karate school really up there, so we're going to make a go at it and open up a school up there in June. So hopefully all these fights go good and smooth, and in the meantime we're in preparations for that, so to expand. So.
Yeah, so now with Yarmouth now, there has been an announcement that Alan Hope is the guy's name who's putting on the show in Yarmouth now. Is there any talks for you going on that card as well?
Yeah, they said the same kind of thing went. They said as long as all of those fights go healthy, or if I fight in 2 of them and can't participate in one, that they'd hope for me to fight on that card also. So I don't know who yet or what's going on, but I think that if everything goes good and I stay healthy, like I said, there's no need for me not to be able to get as many fights in under my belt as I can. So.
Yeah. Now, are you surprised that there's actually going to be a show going on in your hometown now? Like I said, Yarmouth's about 8,000 to 10,000 people. Like I said, there is no gyms down there. And especially now, kind of with the economy, with the Cat Ferry kind of shutting down everything, are you surprised that there's going to be an event going on at the Mariner Center?
Yeah. Well, not really. Well, I'm surprised that someone's actually taking the initiative to put it on, but there's a major interest in MMA down there. I personally sell 30 to 40 tickets for people in Yarmouth that drive down to watch me fight here. So, and that's just for me. Up there, there's people that fly to UFCs. Everybody watches UFCs. It's on at all the bars. And like I said, the only thing they're missing is somewhere to train, because people go nuts for it. So there's no reason why everybody wouldn't, why everybody won't. It should be a solo show, I think, because the interest is there. It may be. There's just nothing like it up there, and everybody's so interested. No, it doesn't surprise me that it's going to happen. It's tough to tough to make that commitment and invest your money without knowing. But I think they're not going to have any trouble at all selling it.
Yeah. And now, before we finish off, is there any final thoughts you want to add towards anything about the fights coming up? Shout out to anyone as well, or
no? I just thank obviously every time my team. Team Titans are the whole reason why I'm even have any confidence at all to step into the ring and our training, and I'm just going to stay healthy and definitely bring the fight to all 3 opponents, and I'm going to come ready, and I hope they do too. So,
yeah.
Best of luck.
So this is going to be Mike Kent fighting at Extreme Cage Combat 12 Rage, taking place next Saturday, April 16th. This is Derek LeBlanc for Top MMA News. Mike, thanks again for doing the interview.
Thank you.